fighters was P51 Mustang, designed for high-speed, high-altitude maneuverability, something that did extremely well. With the addition of drop tanks in 1943, the range of the P51 became 2,000 miles, which flying in Europe was pretty much endless. From pencil and paper to flying prototype of the aircraft, however, was just 104 days. In about 1998, Smithsonian Air and Space magazine interviewed these guys who were still alive, and they said, "What's so bad, extraordinary about that?" They didn't think it was unusual. The original P51s were underpowered. They used the Allison 1710 engine. The plane was designed for the British originally, one of the Spitfire equivalent, not built in England. So the British replaced that engine with a Rolls-Royce engine. We ultimately, Packard won the rights to produce the Merlin engine as well. So U.S. P51s actually flew with both with U.S.-built engines and with British-built engines, but the Merlin engine, no matter which country built it. You see, one of the most extraordinary uses of the P51 would have to tell the story of the Tuskegee Airmen. That we had segregated troops, and men had great difficulty even getting qualified for flying. Extraordinary pilots who were being flunked out for race alone and things like that. Their bomber defense group they were flying the bomber defense out of Italy, which was not as easy, as much harder actually than flying out of England. It wasn't easy in England either. They started out with old P-40s and old P-47s. In 1943, they transitioned to P-51s, not new, but P-51s. And Benjamin O. Davis Jr., their commander, provided basically what ended up being a foolproof bomber support plan, was that you stay by your bomber no matter what. You don't matter, the bomb does. The bomb will prove us. They have to get in and do their mission. And with that philosophy and the better aircraft, they were able to establish a record that no one else could claim, is that is they lost their bombers coming to war. 100% success rate. Now, talk a little bit, I mentioned these drop tanks with passing. We've got to talk about these drop tanks. If you look at that, you'll notice they're not metal. Good idea, sort of. All right. Drop tanks made out of metal, dropped onto the Germans for giveaways. Okay? Germans are very good at recycling. Somebody decided that we need to find a method for that. So does anybody want to guess what they think those drop tanks are made out of? I've got faith. Pardon?
I don't know. I just guessed hive.
Okay, what's the stupidest thing you could think to make something in? Pardon? No?
Paper.
Paper! They're paper mache. You're just passing through.
Yep.
They are paper mache fuel tanks. And they were combat tested, and they work, sort of. If you got to take off right away, you could use the fuel out of them before they turned into a soggy mess, and then you just brought the soggy mess on the Germans. Problem was, remember the hurricane exhibit, the Eagle Squadron exhibit, flying out of England was a lot of hurry up and wait. And the longer you waited, the less stable these things became, and you were more in danger of losing something more valuable than your metal, which was your aviation fuel. So they said, good idea, sort of combat tested, but never put into use. During the Korean War, however, the U.S. Air Force would put paper mache tanks on our F-80s. That was for weight reduction reasons only, and they were lined, of course, with material.